Trump is president and I'm terrified. That is the feeling of so many Americans right now, as well as myself, especially since I was a campaign organizer for the Harris-Walz campaign. I am talking about this because it's something that's been on my mind and also something that I know is on so many other people's minds right now. And I think that when we feel frustrated, we feel almost debilitated in a way. I think especially since so many people like myself work so hard to keep this from happening. But there's two things that I want us all to focus on right now. But first, my name's Olivia. I make content about my life and now politics and my experience as a campaign organizer. So be sure to subscribe to this channel. And yeah, let's get into it. The two things I want us to focus on are action and reflection. I think action is really important, especially right now. I think it can feel very overwhelming, especially when you watch the news and see so much going on constantly with all the executive orders and such coming from the Trump administration. But I think it's important to remember that there is a lot that we can do to fight against this current administration and so forth. I think it's important to remember that a lot of these actions will take a long time to undo, and also the fact that there is a lot of corruption in politics that will still be present well after Trump's presidency is over, and that the fight really never ends. No matter how much work is done, I think we should always focus on making things even better than they are. Those actions can look like calling your representatives, if there's a dangerous bill that's about to be passed, if they're about to confirm someone that Trump is nominated for a position and you want to call and be like, hey, don't freaking do that, in better words, but you know what I mean. And also there is a lot you can do, like when it comes to other elections like midterms or special elections. I know there's going to be some special elections and local elections in my area, so I'll definitely be looking into volunteering on that. You can do what's called phone banking, which is calling voters and talking to them about the importance of voting. You can also talk to them about other issues when the time comes, like there is a lot going on in North Carolina politics right now where I live. So I often phone bank not to talk to people about a candidate, but about an issue or about something that the NCGOP is trying to do. Another thing you can do is post on social media, Instagram stories, whatever. You can post a story. I do that a lot. You don't always have to be like a full-on content creator to post on social media about social issues. Sometimes you can just share something really quickly on your Instagram story, even if you have like 5 followers and those are all people that are in your family or people that you know in your hometown. I think that's really important as well. And there's also things you can do with progressive organizations, nonprofits. If there's an issue that's really close to your heart, you can make a donation. I make a monthly donation to the Carolina Abortion Fund. It's $10. I do not have, I don't have any income right now, but once I start making money, I will raise that donation accordingly. Those are just a couple of things. I'm going to leave some more links down below to get you started if you're interested in volunteering in North Carolina, as well as making a donation to the Carolina Abortion Fund. Another thing I want us all to focus on is reflection. I think reflection is really important. I think especially as Democrats, we need to reflect and be like, was there anything we could do better going forward? Is there something that maybe we should change about future campaigns? I think that's always something that we should think about even when we do win. Like, is there something that we could do to make people feel more heard, more seen? Even when it comes to someone that maybe you were not an elected official, maybe you are not someone in a big, powerful position. You're like, I'm just a regular person. What do I gotta reflect on? You can reflect on what you did in this past election year and also what you can do / continue to do. If you feel like you didn't do enough, Totally okay. Use it as a learning experience, and take action. I think that this is going to be a time when a lot of people who haven't typically gotten involved are going to get involved, because of the state of this country right now. And I also think that it is really important to get out of your comfort zone. When I started volunteering, I was super shy. I was in college. I was very shy when I was in high school and in college. And it really helped me get out of my comfort zone. And then I worked on my first campaign as an organizer for the Biden-Harris campaign. And that definitely takes you out of your comfort zone because you have to talk to strangers constantly. But honestly, like anything, you kind of just get used to it, and you really just do the uncomfortable things over and over again, and you become more confident in your abilities. And those things can look like talking to voters in person, virtually. It can look to talking to your neighbors. It can look like volunteering at a food bank, at Planned Parenthood. It can look like calling a representative. And I know that sounds scary, like getting on the phone, especially since a lot of people don't like call as much as they did before. But I know that if I can get over my fears, I know that you can. It can be so scary. But it's kind of like jumping in the ocean or a pool for the first time. You feel that like scary feeling, and you're like, you get butterflies or nervous or whatever, but then once you do it, you feel really confident and proud of yourself for doing it. Yeah, I am definitely going to be doing these things as we go forward, and I hope you will too. Be sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm going to be talking more about stuff like this, as well as doing a series where I talk about all the campaigns I've worked on, called 4 Campaigns in 4 Years. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. And yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.